Hello everyone and welcome outside this Jet 2 757, today flying from Faro International Airport in Portugal, I think. I know, Portugal, to Lanzarote. Something more exotic than I usually do, and in fact, in Lanzarote I do have ortho, so that should look pretty slick. Again, as the cool kids say. I'm all set up in here. It's all been done, all of the interesting stuff that I can think of, so probably half of what I need to do has been done, but hey, if the plane flies, it's a good day. I'm sure I should be doing one of these. Position. Yes, that was the right one. We got this light and we got that light. Perfect. Position lights are on. Okay, for those of you interested in today's route, we are... Let me figure out how I'm supposed to fly this. Is it one with the stuff down here? It is one with the stuff down here. Plan. Legs. Step. Right, we start there. Let's zoom out a little bit. We are on some departure. What's it called? We are on the Oslad 8V departure. Ooh, I can't actually control anything. My click zone's away out. Oh, crap. Oh, well, good news is everything's going well so far. Right, step. There we are at Oslad. Let's boost out this range. It should be a fairly short flight over the Atlantic Ocean and into Lanzarote. Let's have a boost in on this. That looks absolutely horrendous because I haven't done it properly. Now that should look a little bit more friendly to my rubbish eyes. It looks even worse. Right. Join me in a second as I figure out what the hell I've done wrong. Okay, it should be fine. It does take us to the airport. I think what it's done is add in our go-around stuff. But apart from that, we should be fine. All of our weight stuff is sorted. Let's deal with takeoff stuff. So temperature 15. Someone can tell me if it's that means outside air temperature. I don't actually know. V1, V2, and V3 speeds. I'm not sure of how to set that. Yeah. Can I just... Right, join me in a second as I figure out what I have to do. Okay, I figured it out. Turns out I needed to change the flight planner thing. This thing. The PFD. No, that's not the PFD, that's primary flight. That thing, the computer. Yeah, you got me, it's fine. And I did, so that's great. Now I'm going to put in all the V-speeds and then we should be good to go. Yes. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to see. That's all in. Perfect. Perf, takeoff stuff's all set. Good. And our flight plan hopefully doesn't look as retarded as it did. Nope, that's still the same. Good. Oh well, we'll figure it out. And there's no, like, altitude stuff in there. Oh well, we'll figure it out as we go. Make it a little bit more exciting. Let's push back. Can I do it from here? That is the question. Operations, ground. Pushback?
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I want to go to Lanzarote. Can you take me there? No, you can't. I've got to do that, unfortunately. There we go.
Ground to cockpit. Stow is driving up.
Perfect. He's driving up. That means we've got to deal with some ground stuff. So, stairs, go. APU comes on. Fuel pumps are on, so that will come on in its own time. We'll keep the GPU there in place for now. Loader unit and passenger bus. Operations airplane. That needs to be closed, that needs to be closed, that needs to be closed, and that needs to be closed. And we should see this kicking on. Yes. Lovely. As Juan gives us a good pushback. Okay, let's rotate our dial
Okay,
to
all
map.
doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Good, about time. Set some views up. This is the first time I've flown X-plane in, not X-plane, but this aircraft in a very long time. Because I had to delete and reinstall all of X-plane to get reasonable frame rates. All the things I do for you. Command 0. There we go. Got a good view there. Let's set that to... Is that armed? God knows. Left engine shutdown. Yeah, that's 'cause I
No
haven't set
connected
it.
in bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
You got it. Right, random squawk code. Yeah, something
Starting
like that.
pushback.
Yeah.
You may start the
Yeah.
engine.
TTA, and I will start the engine. Oh, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Don't stress. Don't stress. Figured it out. All done. Sorry. Nailed it. Okay, those can come on. We have bleeds on, isolation valves. That's all set to auto, so that should turn off the moment I do that. And we should see N2 rising. We do! Should see some spin as well. We don't. Not a good sign. 21, 22, 21. Yeah, that's more enough, isn't it? Something should be happening. Something should be happening. Figured it out. 19, 18, 17. Okay, that should work. Yes! Engine start. Number 2. Lovely. Number 2 is online. Ooh, shite. I'll leave that. Engine number 1 now. Got some spin. This is some crap scenery, but hey, it'll do. Lanzarote's a lot nicer. Right, set 33,000, our cruising altitude for today, 33.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
You got it.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Engine start there. Lovely. What else do we need to deal with? Right, good start. Good start on both. Disconnected hand signals. Red, white. Set some flaps.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. And signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much, Juan. There he goes. off on his missions. Engine valve. Oh dear. Well, that's never a good sign. What's wrong with the engine valve? FMC message. Nav only. Doesn't mean anything to me. Right, fuel valve. What's the matter with it? Okay. Fixed it. Definitely didn't cheat the game to do that. It's fine. I just blew off a valve. Okay, that is that. We are set for our taxi, so I will see you at the runway. Okay, here we are at the base of runway 28. I've just updated the weather, so it's real world weather now instead of X-Plane's default. That means I need to change altimeter settings. 2997. Definitely the wrong unit, but X-Plane doesn't seem to recognise that. 2997. As we come onto the runway. Okay, last time I flew the 757 or 767, I had a massive depressurization, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time. But only time will tell. Okay, let's go. Airspeed is building. And it is alive. Might have to use a little bit more power. This takes a while to build. 120. 40. V1. Rotate. Way! This is tight. And we're up. Positive rate. Gear up. Flight director armed. And we'll fly down. Whew. Bit of wing flex there, that's nice. Still flying manually for now, until I crash, at which point I will engage the autopilot. Trim's not terribly responsive here. Probably do need to start turning, I don't know what the autopilot's on. Flaps up a notch. Autopilot's still confused. There we go. It's following us around now. FMC message. Perf VNAV unavailable. That's not what I want to see, but I will cope. That means I've done something wrong in the settings. Right, flaps up another notch. Flaps are up. Take a while. And we can engage the autopilot. There we go. Damn it, VNAV is really helpful to have, but we will cope as we way over speed for our altitude. 250. Let the computers deal with that. Oh, this guy is the most annoying guy.
Sir, I think you might have forgotten about the cabin safety routine.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't do the cabin safety routine. If you're desperate, no, I'm not. That takes about half an hour. There you go, have that.
Ladies and gentlemen, our aircraft continues to fly.
Shockingly.
We'd like to remind you that all flights of our airline are non-smoking. For your safety, the lavatories have been equipped with smoke detectors.
Right, there we go. That is the departure from Faro. See you a little bit higher up.
You'll find a personal manual, air conditioning,
Hello everyone and welcome back to the flight deck. We are at 33,000 feet, our cruise altitude for today, and everything is going nicely, I'd say. We haven't had a massive depressurization, nobody's opened an emergency door, I haven't forgotten that I was flying, so really it's been quite a positive day so far, but will I be able to land? That is the question for later. Anyway, time to go through some comments from some older videos. Here we go. Joe Caldwell says, I love the way you say Zagreb. Apparently I say it wrong, but he says it's a great video, so thank you for that. Finnel Player says, yes. Thanks for that, I guess. What else we got? Would I be able to make a flight from Melbourne to Broome? If that's how you pronounce it. I think I can. At some point. It might take me 5 years, given my current upload schedule, but I'll give it my best shot. OMG, Clueless Captain is back. Yes, I am back. Not sure for how long I'll be able to make frequent videos, because I'm off to New Zealand in 6 months. Maybe for good, I doubt it, but I'll be back, don't worry. Might not be back for a while though. How did you get the Airbus? I've answered that one. I've answered that one. Good. Not much news on my channel as it slowly dies. What else? Yeah, I thought I'd take this time to talk about Microsoft Flight. It's the new simulator because Microsoft is back in the game. They sold off all the rights to Microsoft Flight Simulator to Prepared and Lockheed Martin, but now they seem to be back in the game, and what they're making, if you've seen the G3 video, it looks pretty outstanding. I think they've got World Ortho. I'm not quite sure how they've managed to do that, but hey, is that Africa? That's Africa, look at that! Wow! Africa in a virtual world, or is that just a cloud? I don't know. Could be Africa, but we're turning. Interesting time. Look, turning. Lovely. I love this plane. Absolutely world class. Also, I've figured out how to get LNAV and VNAV to work, so I'm literally doing nothing now. Anyway, yeah, so Microsoft Flight, they've figured out a way to get photoreal satellite scenery across the whole world. I'm guessing that's cloud-based, so it downloads to the computer when it's needed, but I think that might mean that you won't be able to use it offline, which would be a shame, but hey, everything else about it looks fantastic. So I will definitely be getting Microsoft Flight as soon as it comes out, because I think that looks sick. Sorry, X-Plane. You're world class as well, but it's all about that ortho, isn't it? And if they can get a realistic flight model in Microsoft Flight, then got some stern competition for X-Plane. But the third-party add-on market probably will need a few years to develop to the same level of P3D, X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator before they sold it off. But they're regretting that decision. But yeah, that looks good. I'm looking forward to that. And that's all I've really got to say. Give me your thoughts on Microsoft Flight in the comments, because that's what YouTubers say, isn't it? To encourage audience interaction. So do that. Let's have some interaction between interactioners. Okay, so some things have changed here in the flight deck. Number one, I no longer have any navigational tools whatsoever, but don't worry, because I am a professional. So I've tuned to a radial in Lanzarote. So if I'm right, I've just got to follow this white arrow and we should still be going. We lost our navigation stuff because I was messing around up here, because it kept telling me IRS nav only, which I have no idea what it means. So trial and error, I turned everything off, and that was an error out of the trial and error. But so long as I follow this arrow, we should still be in business. The only thing is I only now have speed, and I'm running entirely off analog gauges and stuff, which I don't normally do. So this is a new experience for me, and I have to fly the whole thing manually, because if I try and engage autopilot, everything goes wrong. So I've got a busy hour and a bit ahead. Fun. Welcome back to the semi-functioning flight deck. My plan seems to have worked, because if my mind doesn't elude me, that is Lanzarote. And we are slap bang on our radial approach thing. So hopefully that's worked. Thank you, SimBrief, because I actually found that frequency, dumped it in here, switched it to manual, and boom. We are in. Now what I want someone to tell me is that distance, that number there? I don't know, and I'd like to learn, so do tell me if that number there is distance. So I've started the descent entirely on my own, which is weird in an airliner of this calibre, but then I suppose I deserve it, because I absolutely screwed the pooch. But yeah, if we keep following this radial, we should be fine. Okay, we'll run from here. Coming down through 18,000, I'm just going to hold it here for a little bit. You can see the ortho scenery for Lanzarote there coming into view. Lanzarote and Fuerteventura, which is the island just to the south. I'm using just trim to hold altitude and control altitude to make my life a little bit easier, considering that I've made my life significantly harder. I think it's important to find some measure to make it easier. God, I'm a retard sometimes. But the good news is I can completely control the approach. So we will take the scenic route along the, what should we say, the east coastline. Fly downwind of whichever runway it is, I think. Let's have a look. Which runway am I supposed to be approaching on? Let's have a look at my little map on the side here. Yeah, we're supposed to be approaching from the south runway. So we'll fly down alongside the airport, along the coastline, and then make a nice right-hand turn, line up, and pretend nothing went wrong. Pretty much every single flight I've ever done on YouTube goes badly. You know, before I film every video, I do the flight without filming it and nothing goes wrong. So I might just start filming those ones instead. Hey, hey, hey. Might need to cut them down a little bit quicker. We'll descend to 10,000. Do-do-do-do. Fun times. But it does look pretty good out there. Lanzarote. Is it visible? Yes, there we go. Passengers completely clueless as to the fact that I've broken the plane. But that's good. Don't want them knowing I'm an absolute spacky. Nice, nice. Wings are still attached. Probably the most scenic approach there is. Sorry, altitude 12,000. Still plenty of fuel. Good news. I was concerned at one stage. Look at that. Stunning. Airport, if my geography is correct, is just there. Lovely, spotted. Hopefully there is some scenery and I haven't just carpet bombed it with ortho. There's 10,000. 10,000, landing lights on. Local altimeter, let me fetch it from my handy iPad. Altimeter setting is not disclosed. Let me find it. Oh dear, can't find it. Disaster, burning, flaming crash. If I can't find that. Oh well, let's cheat. Details 3006, and we are descending much faster than I want. That's because I wasn't watching. Let's set that 3006. Sorted. Oh yes, that looks fantastic. Thumbnail? I think so. Okay, 7,000 feet. Airport should be visible. Hopefully we do have some scenery loading in. Yes, of course we do. Lovely sight. Let's hold at 7,000 for a bit. That just looks fantastic. Oh. Right, way too quick. A little bit of this. What? Is that armed? Where's the arm setting? That's not it. Probably going to plough into the ocean at this rate. Right. That's the airport. Fantastic. Okay, so if I have a look outside of this window, we should now be well clear of the runway. Yeah. Let's start a right bank. Bring the altitude down a little bit more. A notch of flaps. Bit low. Just level off here. Absolutely no clue where I am. Oh, there we go, found it. Know where I am, that's good. Significantly closer to the runway than I thought, but hey. It's been a bad day. Flaps full. Gentle turn onto final. Bit high. Drop it. Speed is under my control now, thank you. Oof. This is really kind of messing with my head. I've got no sense of distance. Okay. Still miles too high. Speed is okay though, even with this nose down angle. I'm just chatting shite right now.
$1,000.
Confirmed. Oh yeah, nice crosswind. That was a gust.
500.
500, yeah, confirmed.
Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Come on. There it is. Oof. Where's my reversers? There we go. Flipping out. They took a while. Down in Lanzarote. That was eventful. Lovely. Wasn't too bad in the end. No massive depressurization or passenger deaths, which is a warning I had in the last time I flew a 767. Passenger death. But not this time. Again, I forgot the auto brake. Please forgive me. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah, that's alright. Take that. No idea why it's doing that. Wind, maybe? Let's have a look out of this window. I imagine that's going to be very scenic. higher altitude. Reverses, did I ever find them? There they are. Fantastic. Lanzarote. Flaps up. Landing lights off. Nose gear light on. This scenery is free. It is X Pilot or X something or other. It just came out. I'll add a link in the description. Absolutely free. And it's fantastic. Payware grade. Max wingspan. Yep, definitely. Read that. Probably fine. So, the lesson from that is who needs a map when they fly a plane? Absolutely nobody. And don't panic if you do what I did. Use this thing. Using that works a treat. Are these up? No. Now they're up. Or down. Which one should we take? I think the one without a lorry in front of it would be nice. We're going to take T5. T5, you're mine. Autogate, yes, of course there's autogate. Love autogate. How many times can you say autogate in one sentence? Will it work? Will it work? Nope. Never mind. Come on, work! Work! Yes! I feel like I'm going to chop my wing off. Nope. I got nothing. Back it up. Standard operating procedure. Fantastic. There we go. That wasn't helpful at all. I've decided I don't love autogate. Parking brake on. APU start. Forgot to do that, but we'll be fine. Maybe I can just whip out one of our ground power units. Ground. GPU, yep. Exterior power is on. Don't need that. See ya. See ya. And I will see you in the next one.